All-Star Weekend next year will be January 24th to the 26th, and it's going to be at St. Louis.
Ooh.
And the Stadium Series game next year will be the day after Valentine's Day, February 15th, 2020. It would be Colorado Avalanche hosting vacant at the U.S. Air Force Academy Falcon Stadium.
Wow.
Yes, so those are the big announcements.
That's huge.
I can't wait. I don't get excited for Stadium Series games that often, but I really want to see how that looks. I really want to see how that looks.
You didn't have to go to the soundboard for that. You could have just went to me and I would have went. True.
But it give me a reason to play What Did I Miss? I don't play it that often anymore, so I give me a reason to play.
Got it.
But those are really cool. I need to know the bowl schedule for next year. If the NHL is going to be at the Cotton Bowl. Like, how is that going to work for the bowl schedule? Like, how is that going to work?
My whole thing is,
that works.
how do you set up a rink?
Well, they did it at Notre Dame.
Well, there you go. I mean,
They did it at Notre Dame, so...
I'm sure that somewhere along...
Ooh, which reminds me.
Okay.
I got to DVR that game on Saturday. Notre Dame, they're going to be... The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are playing a game on the ice the NHL Winter Classic was on Saturday.
Really?
It reminded myself of DVR, so thank you for mentioning that.
Okay.
They're doing that on Saturday. So, NHL Network, anyone has NHL Network...
Well,
the NHL Fighting Irish are playing a game on Saturday.
I'm sure there's
DVR.
something in the rental or lease agreement that basically tells
they did
them...
this before. They've done NHL games on the ice.
Okay.
Like that.
All right.
Well, they did a women's game one year.
Don't damage the grass.
They did one of the women's games there one year for Winter Classic weekend. It was really cool. But yeah, these are really cool stadiums next year. I like this a lot.
Good.
All right. For those who are not watching, I love the World Juniors. Watch it every year. And this year, Sal, it's being held in Vancouver, Victoria, British Columbia.
Nice.
For the first time in 10 appearances in Canada, the Canadian national hockey team is not competing for a medal.
I know.
They got knocked out on what they called Upset Tuesday. Upset Wednesday.
Who were they upset by?
Finland. Finland beat Canada, and then Switzerland beat Sweden.
Wow.
On back-to-back games. And then the U.S. beat the Czechs. That wasn't an upset. And then Russia beat Slovakia. So now, tomorrow, it's Friday, so you're hearing this on Friday morning. Today, I'm going to be DVRing because I'll be at work when this game airs. But it's USA versus Russia. That's at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. And then Switzerland versus Finland at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern. And both games will be on NHL Network. And the winners will each other off for the medal on Sunday.
Just remember, if you're Sarah Palin and you live in Alaska, you can see Russia from your house.
Yes. But yeah, Canada's out.
Thank you.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal that Canada's out in their home country. It's a pretty crazy moment. I did not expect that.
It's about time.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise. So let's move on to something we don't really talk on this show about, but there's so much news, and there's playoff games. What the hell? We don't talk football that often, but it's playoff time, and it was a big news week. I figured, what the hell? Before we get to the playoff games, apparently the other day, the day after the season ended, was Black Monday, as people were calling it online, when we had all these coaching firings. So I'll just run these down, and anyone who wants to say anything about these, you can jump on in.
Go ahead.
The New York Jets fired Tom Bowles after 4 years. The Denver
Good.
Broncos. What was that, Sal?
I said good.
Yeah. Is that bad?
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos fired Vance Joseph after 2 seasons. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers fired Dirk Koetter after 3. Miami also fired Adam Case after 3. Arizona, they didn't waste any time. After 1 year, they fired their coach, Steve Wilkes. And Marvin Lewis was fired by the Cincinnati Bengals after 16 seasons and 0 playoff wins. Oh, my God.
Ouch.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you last 16 seasons?
Because it was Cincinnati. That's how.
But wouldn't you think, like, after 4 or 5 seasons of the same old, it's like...
Because it's Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Any other thoughts on these firings? There's a lot in one day. And they all broke. The funny part was, if you're watching ESPN, it was like breaking news, and they kept having to like scroll up for all these firings on Monday. It was actually pretty funny to look at.
And then you throw in the Packers for looking for head coach.
Yes.
So it's like, great. From what I hear, Mike McCarthy has an interview with Cleveland, so let's see how that goes. I guess we're interviewing an assistant from Miami.
Sure, why not?
So, offensive assistant. We'll see what happens, but I don't think the interim coach, Joe Philbin, is probably going to be the regular coach for the next oncoming season.
I don't think so either. Then we got the wild card weekend. If anyone wants to throw predictions, we can do it real fast. Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans in the AFC. Any thoughts?
I have to go with the Texans.
Texans got to win this one. Sal, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
San Diego Chargers, can't believe I'm saying those words, versus, Los Angeles Chargers. I'm sorry, Los Angeles Chargers. I wrote this and I didn't. Actually, the funny is, it was actually listed to San Diego on a website I looked at. I thought that was pretty funny.
Okay.
Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's offense versus defense? What is this?
I got to go with the Chargers. The Chargers have momentum, so I got to go with them.
Are you agreeing on Sal?
Yeah, let's go for it.
An NFC, the game that right now, let's Spectrum figure something out with Turner Broadcast, Turner with the Tribune Media.
Yeah.
Tribune Media, we're not going to be able to watch it here. It is the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know why I wrote Flyers. You can tell I'm a hockey guy. Versus the Chicago Bears.
I gotta go with the Bears only because
the Bears.
The Bears have been very consistent and strong in the division, so I
had to.
The Bears. Okay.
It's very rare I get to do that joke. I don't want to. I just want to Philly out of this. So I don't have to deal with them possibly in the Super Bowl. So please, Chicago win this game. Okay. Sal. Sal, do you agree?
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Finally, Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Oh, I just want the Cowboys to lose, so I'm going to go Seahawks just so Dallas. Now, what do you think, Sal? Tiebreaker, go.
I mean, Dallas has a little special place in my heart, so I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Okay, fair enough. I as the Giants fan here, I can't ever pick the Cowboys or the Eagles. Unless, of course, I'm playing the Patriots. Then I have, drill is just ridiculous.
Speaking of the Patriots, I do not want the Patriots in any way, shape, or form to walk away the Super Bowl again.
We'll talk about that next week in the semifinal pick. We'll do it then. I guess that's all the sports stuff. It's been a while since we've had a real sports section. But let's get into this. We'll get back to the wrestling world.
It's so very confident it's your boy Ric Flair to come on here and say a thing or two. You all deserve this. Under the sea, under the sea.
Oh, what a rush.
Oh, get later.
It's but don't worry, you could have seen the commando.
And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
That's so ratchet.
I'm the only one who blows my girl.
Lana is the best. Lana number one.
Stop. Listen. Because. I am Lance Catamaran.
All right. Because of the holidays, we have a lot of stuff going on in the wrestling world.
Can we talk about Cena's awful hair before we begin?
Sure, why not?
Hey.
Cena's hair. Good, go. Let's talk about Cena's hair.
What is with that hair? What is with that hair?
At least he made fun of it on SmackDown this week, though. I'll give that much. He made fun of it.
There is nothing wrong with his new hair.
Did you see it after the match on Tuesday?
Yeah.
It was sticking up like a guy electrocuted. Like, what was that?
He looked like Wreck-It Ralph at the end of that match.
Well, there you go. What happened is
Does that make Becky Lynch Penelope? Is that how that works?
Oh,
that works.
There's nothing wrong with his new hairstyle. It's just he needs a little bit more bro cream or dippity-doo, whatever you want to use.
Dippity-doo?
Dippity-doo.
Oh my God, it's awful.
Dippity-doo.
It's not.
It's terrible. It
No,
really is
it's
awful
not.
hair. Not as bad as okay,
ahead.
Sal. What's worse, John Cena's hair or Ronda Rousey pay-per-view makeup?
Wow, you went there, didn't you?
Ronda Rousey pay-per-view game.
Okay, I was gonna say it's not as bad as that.
If they were trying to make her look like a cat eyes or something.
No, that's Natalia. That's Natalia.
Yeah, but they were doing something. They were doing smoky eyes on her, and it didn't work. It just made things worse.
Okay, well we'll get back to WWE in a
And
few
she
minutes.
will
But thank you,
never
Sal.
blink.
Thank you, Sal. That was funny. That was very funny. Ring of Honor news. I just want to get to some things here real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the Elite leaving, which we'll get to the Elite in a few minutes.
Okay.
The Elite leaving, Ring of Honor had to do something because all their contracts were coming up, so they had to sign some people.
Okay.
First things first, PCO and Brody King. I never thought I'd say those names in Ring of Honor, but they're coming to Ring of Honor, and they have aligned themselves with Marty Scurll, and they have formed Villain Enterprises.
Wow.
That's a thing.
Ooh, I like that
have.
name.
You like that name? It's a T-shirt and everything. It's a T-shirt.
I
seen-
feel like I should buy the t-shirt.
Major League Wrestling PCO. I've seen him. They call him the French Frankenstein.
PCO, and this is a true story, at StarCast, apparently this has happened. Wade Keller and Bruce Mitchell, they were doing a show outside of StarCast. They were the first podcast to do a show at StarCast.
Yep.
And they were outside. They weren't in the podcast. They were outside greeting. During the show was going on, people were coming in to set up. It was a nice little setup for them. You could hear fans coming up and wrestlers coming up. It was actually a really good show.
All right.
But what happened was they had to stop the show, their show, because PCO decided to do a magic show behind them. They decided to do a magic show. What the hell's going on in this building?
Okay.
Sorry.
He's playing 3-card Monty.
Oh, man. So, other news. Silas Young, Beer City Bruiser, and Shane Taylor have all re-signed their contracts.
Okay.
Beer City Bruiser, by the way,
Yes.
put in his contract that he gets to do other indie dates, meaning he'll still be here in Milwaukee.
Well, it's nice you can do that.
That's very nice.
That's great.
And a big deal
Uh-huh.
happened.
Uh-huh.
Remember Ben Dito from All In?
Got it.
He's now signed to Ring of Honor.
Really?
He has his first match next week against PJ Black.
Oh.
PJ Black?
PJ Black versus Ben Dito next
Okay,
week.
so you're telling me PJ Black is in a Ring of Honor
He's
now?
technically in and out,
Yeah,
but Ben Dito is signed to a contract.
he's in and out?
You know what I meant.
Do the fans know?
No, he's not
oh.
Darren Young.
Oh. You went there.
Sorry, I haven't hit a day with a letdown.
So here's one that if you follow ROH, Christopher Daniel,
He's gone.
he's gone.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get there.
okay.
I haven't gotten to All Elite yet. We'll get there.
Okay, get it.
But other news, one more big thing that happened that you probably don't even know about. I heard about this on a podcast on The Torch
Okay, go ahead.
from Sean Madigan. B.J. Whitmer resigned from Ring of Honor and Sinclair after being scolded by Joe Kaufman, one of the heads of Sinclair. After B.J. Whitmer got permission to go to an NXT training camp, and then Joe Kaufman scolded him for going, even though he got permission to go, so he resigned from his post.
Okay, let me get this straight. He had permission to go down there.
He got permission. He got legal permission.
He went down there,
And then Joe Kaufman scolded him anyway.
and then he came back. I'm guessing.
So he quit.
Yeah,
So
but
he
I'm
quit.
guessing, knowing B.J. Whitmer, I'm sure that this had some sort of argument
He was pissed.
afterwards.
He was pissed.
Yeah,
Apparently he
so
was pissed.
basically, instead of putting up with the
Gotta love
the
wrestling
management,
sometimes.
let's go.
Gotta love wrestling sometimes.
So I guess that means Delirious is stepping up.
Well, Delirious is still the head booker, so
Oh, there you go.
they got to step up something because a lot of stuff's going on.
There you go.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. Tanahashi resigned, which is a big deal for New Japan.
Good.
They might be losing Kushida, by the way. He might be going to NXT.
Get out.
Kushida might be going to NXT.
Okay.
That's a big one.
All right.
But for those wondering, because it is January 4th when you're hearing this, we don't have any Wrestle Kingdom coverage, mainly because the show is just ending as you're hearing this. So obviously we don't have any results, and we're not going to preview it, because by the time you hear it, the show would be over anyway,
There you
so
go.
there's no point in previewing it.
There it is.
But still, there you go. But if you're listening to this and you want to tell me results, I have no problem with spoilers, because I'm not going to watch the show because I don't have the time. So there you go. I'm working on weekends, so I don't have the time.
Okay.
Anyway, now for the big one. The big news that broke on New Year's Eve at midnight. And I mean this, literally at midnight.
Yes.
on the Being the Elite YouTube page. Give me another excuse to play this song.